Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing today? Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome back to another Tuesday show on Traveling with Tinkerbell. Today, we got some good information. We're going to be talking about a new port of call. And I don't know how many of you guys have heard about this new port of call, but I just found out about it and I'm like, hey, this is some good information to talk to. Welcome in, M. As always, I love you, girl. Thank you so much for being here. So it's going to be a good topic today to talk about this. I'm so looking forward to talking with you guys today. If you guys have heard about this port, just drop it in the comments. Let me know what you guys have heard. Also, are you planning on visiting this new port? That thank you. I know it's getting long. It's like super long. That's why I always keep it like up in the top. But I'm gonna be getting a new look soon here for Utopia of the Seas, M. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting a new look here shortly. So today I washed it and I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it low and just let it do its thing. Usually it's nice and straight. I had it really nice and straight yesterday, but today is a hot mess. And it's pouring outside. So look at me hoping, I'm hoping that we don't lose any Wi-Fi. Welcome in, Jen, my love, all the way from Pennsylvania. Hello, hello, welcome in. But yeah, guys, today we're going to be talking about the port of Cabo Rojo. And I know that Jen's been to Puerto Rico. There's also a Cabo Rojo in Puerto Rico, but we're talking about the Dominican Republic. So I'm so ecstatic to talk about this port. I found it the other day. I think they had mentioned it back in May of this year, and it just came on my feed, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I haven't heard about this port. But I do know that Royal Caribbean have been changing some people's itinerary to stop at this new port in Cabo Rojo. So I'm not sure if you're watching this show or you're watching the replay. I don't know if maybe that is you get to go to this port. Um, Put it in the comments if you heard about the port. If you're planning on possibly visiting this new port in Dominican Republic, we're gonna get to check it all out today. I want to be able for you guys. I have some pictures and things like that, some information about it, and we're gonna talk all about the port of Cabo Rojo, Dominican Republic. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and start tonight's show. Welcome everybody into the show. Hopefully, you guys are having a great Tuesday, and let's get to it. Immediately into the port situation. So the port of Cabo Rojo, which is here, the port of Cabo Rojo, Dominican Republic, it's been there for a little bit, but Royal Caribbean have been working on it. So this port is really cool. When I was looking at it, give me 1 second. Hold on. So the port of Cabo Rojo is all. Hold on. It's in the Dominican Republic. It's it doesn't say where this is. Oh, it's near Playa de Boquerón on Boquerón Beach. So it's really near, it's very near one of the coastal area, obviously, because they have the port there. But one of the cool things about this port is that it can fit a couple of ships in there, guys. So this is what it looks like. This is what the port looks like. This is a Royal Caribbean, Holland America, and New Region goes to this port. So if you have a Royal Caribbean or Holland or New Region, they actually get to go to this port. I do have some information that I want to read out to you guys as we go. Give me a quick second. Let me remove this picture out of there so that I can give you all the good deeds that I found. So this is exactly what I found. It says cruise travelers are always eager to enjoy a brand new port of call, and many experienced cruisers seek out itineraries that features different destinations so that they can visit new places. Royal Caribbean International is now satisfying that urge for many travelers by adding Cabo Rojo, Dominican Republic, to several existing cruise itineraries. The new protocol, which just opened to travelers on January 2024, is in the Pedernales of the Dominican Republic's southwestern coast. The port is just northwest of Jaragua National Park, which includes the largest protected area of the marine habitat in the Caribbean. Guests booked on several upcoming sailings to different Royal Caribbean ships have received a notice that the new port is now a part of the itineraries. This includes sailings abroad Adventure of the Seas and Oasis of the Seas. It may also impact additional ships and itineraries are revoked to include new destinations. So I'm not sure about you guys, but I want to go to this port. I want to be able to check this place out. Welcome in, Cruise Nuts. How are you? I haven't seen you in a little bit, but I'm so thankful that you're here with us today. Um, a little bit more about this information. It says each cruise is adjusted slightly different depending on the overall itinerary, as well as a sailing date. For example, December 13, 2025, departure of Oasis of the Seas is an 8-night Southern Caribbean itinerary, originally planned to visit Curacao, Aruba, and Coco Cay, now Royal Caribbean's private island Bahamian destination. Now the ship will also visit Cabo Rojo instead of one of the 4 sea days. So they took out one of their sea days and they inserted Cabo Rojo. So they actually get an extra port to accommodate this visit. The time in Aruba will be trimmed by several hours. See, that's the part that I didn't like. Instead of visiting from 8 to 11, Oasis of the ship is going to be docked from 7 to 4. This is a significant loss of time in Aruba, but the extra hours in Cabo Rojo make up for the change. So there you guys have it. So this port right here, let me show you another picture. This is what it looks like. See, it fits about 3 ships. It might fit 4. It might fit 4 ships there. And look at that beach, guys. I don't know about you guys, but that looks really, really nice. And all of this was built. It used to look, well, see, this is what it looks like in real life. There's a Holland ship right there. So this is really nice. I'm gonna have to go check out this place. And they have snorkeling, obviously, there. So there you have snorkeling, and then you have Playa San Rafael, which is right next to it. Look at how beautiful that ocean looks. And they also have excursions, they have excursions and things like that that you can do. Long time no see, says and so yeah, I don't know. Well, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that, is this a port that you might be interested in going? Maybe have you gone there? Oh, wait a minute. Cruise Nut said we just booked a 9-day cruise with 5 ports of call at RCL Jewel of the Seas for a total of $13.50 for 2-person total ocean room. Wow, that's a great deal. That is definitely a good deal. Is it going to stop there, Cruise Nuts? Is it going to stop there in Cabo Rojo by any chance? So I know that you like the drones and all of that. Are you planning on possibly going over there to check that out that way? I know that I want to check it out. So I'm going to see what itineraries they have available so that we can go check out, because we got to go check out all of these things. It's a new port. And it's so weird because I haven't heard of the port, and I didn't even get anything from Royal Caribbean saying that we had a new port in tow. So I love new ports. If they have snorkeling, just leave me there. I love the water. So there you go. We could go snorkeling with M. We could do like an M snorkeling excursion. Oh, I like that. But yeah, when I read it, I'm like, oh wow, man. I first thought it was in Puerto Rico because they have a Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico. But then I'm like, wait a minute, this is something completely different. So when I started reading about it, I said, oh, this is Dominican Republic. And I've never heard of them having that a new island there or that piece of property that they can go. But I do know for a fact that it's not just them. They actually have Holland and Norwegian that goes there. They did not mention Carnival. The Carnival is actually stopping there, but I'm gonna guess that eventually Carnival will also be stopping there in that new port. I just found it really cool to see that that there's new port in tow. I like to be able to experience like other ports, so this was really cool to know. So now I got to find somewhere, one of these ships, maybe Oasis or something like that, to go over there. I might check out that one that they were talking about in the article about the October, when was it? October, hold on, the December 13, 2025, which is a good itinerary because it goes to Curacao, Aruba, and I love going over there, Coco Cay, and now Cabo Rojo. So, at least it's something new. Enjoying Cabo Rojo, for some cruises, the port are most important part of sailing and offering amazing opportunities to experience new destinations and enjoy new cultures. For other travelers, the day at sea is outstanding and offer plenty of time to enjoy all the onboard amenities and most modern and diverse cruise ship. Fortunately, if a guest is not interested in Cabo Rojo as a port of call, they can choose to remain on board of the ship and enjoy the planned activities and a variety of venues in accordance with the local laws. The ship casino and retail shop must be closed while the ship is docked, but many other activities are going to be available. So it's a lot of information that Royal put out here. If you're visiting by Norwegian Cruise Line, Cabo Rojo will now visit by ships from not only Royal Caribbean International, but also Holland America, Costa Cruises, MSC, and Azamara, guys, are going to be also going to this port. So if you want to write this information down, I'll repeat it again. So for the visited, if you're visiting this port, it'll be Norwegian Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, Holland America, Costa Cruises, MSC Cruises, and Azamara Cruisers are the ones who's going over there. Additional cruise lines may incorporate this port as the popularity grows. For the time being, Cabo Rojo is featured primarily on the Southern Caribbean itinerary. So keep in mind that's a must. You have to have a Southern Caribbean itinerary in order for you to find Cabo Rojo on it. Its location on the southern coast of the Dominican Republic makes more convenient for sailings and also visiting Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire. Through it may become a part of sailing to Jamaica and Puerto Rico. So that is also really cool news there. So if you're doing a trip to maybe Puerto Rico or the southern, then Cabo Rojo might be there. Welcome in, PK Adventure. Hello, hello, welcome in. No, let me see. He says, no Western Caribbean, same old ones, Progreso, Cosimo, Costa Maya, Belize, Roatan, but for a 9-day cruise. That's awesome, though. For that price, that's a really good deal, to be honest with you. That's a really good price. A little bit about more information on Cabo Rojo for you guys. I found that the trade, this is kind of strange. Trade the glittering resorts, bustling promenades, and city centers of the other Caribbean ports for the refreshingly untamed landscape of the Pedernales province. Situated on the southern corner of the Dominican Republic near the border of Haiti, Cabo Rojo is the region of a nature's lover's dream destination. Travel from the unspoiled beaches, lagoons, and mangroves, forests dotting the coastline to the dramatic mountains and hidden caverns beckoning your England, where whether you wish to hike, snorkel, kayak, bird watching, or sunbathing, finding your slice of paradise in the Pedernales province is a breeze. Some tours and excursions and transportation is Playa de Boquerón. So these are some of the tours and transportations you can find there. This pristine beach is one of the Cabo Rojo's main attraction. Its white sand and crystal clear waters are perfect for swimming, sunbathing, and beach combing. You can also explore the nearby mangroves forest and spot various bird species. Laguna de Cabo Rojo, the coastal lagoon, is a haven for bird watchers and nature's enthusiastic. Is the home of the diverse range of bird species, including flamingo, and pelicans. You can take the guided boat tour or hike along the trail surrounding the lagoon to get up close to the wildlife. A third excursion that they find here is El Faro, the Cabo Rojo lighthouse. The historic lighthouse known as El Faro is perched in the cliffs overlooking the sea. You can explore the lighthouse and enjoy a panoramic view of the ocean. It's specifically popular for watching the sunset. Wow. So I could even imagine, how cool, if you're going all the way to Del Faro, how cool it is to actually see, that area from way up there. So I've been to Dominican Republic and I actually went where they have the Jesus statue, and that's a really cool view from up there, looking at down to kind of like Amber Cove area or Puerto Plata, you can say. Let me see. Okay, so they're just talking about camping and gazing weekend trips. Hopefully you guys had a good hopefully you guys had a good Labor Day weekend. I had a good Labor Day weekend. How many of you guys seen my Labor Day weekend um live stream that I did in Port Canaveral, guys? I don't know if you've noticed, but that live stream has taken off, and I think we're almost close to like 500 views on that specific live stream. I was just amazed. Hey, how are you, Josie? How you been, Mama? How you been? Um, so it just took off. A lot of people loved the Port Canaveral that we did, and I had such a great time with my friend Jeffy. So if you haven't seen that, I suggest you watch it. It was a lot of fun. We are going to be doing another one like that, but we're going to Miami and Fort Lauderdale to the port to check out what ships are in town, so that we can see a parade of ships leaving that Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Josie just got off of the horizon. Oh, just got off horizon beginning of last month, gearing up for the next one in March. Hey, I love it. I love it. That is so cool. I'm so happy for you that you had a good time. That you had a good time over there in the, I love Horizon. Horizon is so pretty. It's really, really cool. So going back to Cabo Rojo, guys, is this a place where you maybe want to check it out? You want to go back in there and take a look at it. Looking at the pictures when I was doing some research, it looks really beautiful. Look at all the, you have a lot of great amenities to do here. So you have some shops there. You have an actual, it looks like a little lazy river looking thing in the middle. I think that maybe when the vegetation grows, it'll be a little bit more like less sun, like in on on top of you, you could say. But it looks really nice. I like the way it looks from above. Like, at least I know that you can fit a lot of more ships. You can fit at least 4 ships. I don't know how busy it will be, guys, if you have 4 ships in tow, especially on an Oasis class. Those ships can have like about up to like 5,000 people. So I don't know if, could you mind, let me see, 4 of those ships will be like about 20,000 people. God forbid Icon goes over there. And if eventually Carnival in its newer ships that are like about 8,000 people, the ones that they just ordered, all these people there, I don't know how packed it will feel, with so many people in there. But as far as I know, as of right now, they're actually only bringing in like a ship or two. So it's kind of like really nice. So if maybe this is the right time for us to go check it out, because it won't be as many people. How many people are allowed on that port? I don't know. I have to check it out. But the information that I got, did not say how many people are allowed. Let me look it up. Um, how many people? Let me see if we can find out. Um, let's see. It doesn't say, but it says that they're expecting 250,000 passengers in 2025. So that's how many passengers they're expecting. So there, wow, that's a lot of passengers for one, with and for 2025. But that's what they're expecting. They didn't actually put how many people it actually fits. But could you imagine you having to that's a lot of people. And they have shops there. They have shops. Obviously they have restrooms, restaurants for you to eat and all of that in the port. Um, Yeah, that's for the whole year. That is correct, Josie. That is for the whole year. Like, I don't know, maybe if you divide that, let me see. If you divide, let me see, calculator. If you divide 250,000 divide that by 12, you're looking at 20,000 people, 20,900 people closely around there per month, monthly, on a monthly basis. So, and I don't know how many trips or stops each of these cruise ships are going to be going there. So if if it's a weekly thing, I don't think it should be a weekly thing. Maybe in a month they might go like 3 times, maybe, and then you got to divide that 20,000 divided by 3. So yeah, so about 5,000 a week around there. So that's not that bad. It's not that many people. So it's kind of like a whole Oasis ship if you think about it, because Oasis is the one that is going there now, but that's just Royal Caribbean. I don't know if if there's going to have a couple of different ships, kind of like when you go to Grand Turk or NASA, you could have a lot of different ships there. NASA, you could have about 6 or 7 ships there in one day. But I'm going to guess that they're trying it out, and more than likely down the road, you are going to have at least 2 to 3 ships in that same port. So there's going to be even more people on there. So who knows? Let me see. Oh yes, I need to keep it up on when doing a group cruise so I can hop on one. Probably won't be able to do that till April. Might have to wait till, yeah, definitely. I will let you know. I have another one, but it's like in June, and that one is going to Europe. So just in case if you're interested. But yeah, guys, I just read about the port, and I thought it was a good, good information to bring to you guys about that specific port. And I got excited because I like to have like new ports of calls, because I don't know about you guys. There's a lot of people that like to go to the same ports over and over and over. I would like to go someplace different, all completely like a different port altogether. But in that sense of the way, you also have to give the customer something new, because the customers, believe it or not, they ask, do you know if when this cruise line is going to be going someplace else? And we feed all that information into the cruise lines when we have meetings, and we let them know. And obviously, this is what came above. But yeah, it is very true. If you want to go other places, you kind of, hello, Scott, welcome in, thank you so much for being here. If you want to travel to other different ports of calls, you have to go from one cruise line to another one to be able to get to those ports of calls that you're wanting to go to. And I'm happy that to see that Royal is taking the initiative of actually going to a newer port in Dominican Republic. So Scott, since you just got here, we're talking about Cabo Rojo, Dominican Republic. It is a new port of call that Royal Caribbean is going to be tendering at, or actually docking at. And it's going to be going through Oasis of the Seas for right now. So it all depends. See, like right now, Josie, she says, I don't mind going to the same ports maybe 3 or 4 times. So I feel like I get to see some things I might have missed before, but then I like to do new ones for sure. Yeah, and that's the way that I feel. I could go to Cozumel, and I put Cozumel out there because in Cozumel, you can go and you can see all sorts of multiple things. You could go into Playa del Carmen, the mainland, and do all sorts of other things that you can do in Cozumel. So you still have a variety of different things, but once you've kind of like done everything that you want to do there, then yeah, I would like to see kind of like a different port of call to be able to enjoy other things out there. So it's just, different ways of traveling. Like right now, I'm going to Europe next year, and it's my first time there, and I'm really looking forward to it because I'm almost done with the Caribbean, but I've never been to Europe, so it's going to be a really good. In I can't wait for this cruise. I cannot wait to see Europe and see all there is to it over there. So hopefully, when you do record all of those vlogs and different things, it's gonna be like a new adventure out there. So I'm just ecstatic and happy to be able to provide that and bring that to you guys, hopefully next month, next year, and around June. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So, and like I said, if you're a person that you like new ports, then you probably going to have to move ships and maybe go on a different line that maybe you're not even accustomed to traveling on. So what ship is your Europe trip? It's going to be on the Celebrity Ascent. It's going to be Celebrity Ascent, and we're leaving in the month of June. And I have a small group. So far, I think there are about 15 cabins right now on that one. I do still have my group cruise in April 20th. So if you're interested in that group cruise for April 20th, here is all the information for that group.
Good evening, everyone. We've got a very special announcement to make today. From Sunday, April 20th to Sunday, April 27th of 2025, we'll be hosting our first ever Traveling with Tinkerbell group cruise on none other than the Carnival Celebration. The itinerary is simple. We'll be departing from the Port of Miami in Florida on the 20th. Our first day will be a simple day at sea where you can explore the boat and check out what's on board. Try some of the food at the buffet, or grab a Guy Fieri burger by the pool and relax. Following that, we'll be stopping at Amber Cove in Dominican Republic, then San Juan in Puerto Rico, and lastly St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands before 2 more sea days to take us back to port. If you're interested in joining us, you can book now at jagonzalez at expediacruises.com. The phone number is 813-608-2935, and the website link will be in the description below. We hope to see you on board when the time comes.
Well, there you guys have it. If you're interested in that group cruise, we are going on the Carnival Celebration, and I can't wait to meet some of you guys. We still have some cabins available on that one. So just let me know and we can get you a cabin. So it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Scott is saying, I'm doing another transatlantic in October next year on the Mardi Gras. Ooh, Barcelona to Port Canaveral. Oh, that is awesome. I remember, Scott, when I met you on the Mardi Gras back in August of, what was it, 2021, I'm gonna say. So it was really nice to meet you there, and it was nice to that our friendship grew from there. So on the group cruises, do you get to pick your own cabin, or do you have chosen? You get to pick your own cabins. You definitely get to pick your own cabins on that one. Definitely want to hear about it. We're trying to get some different ones in the Caribbean, Mexico. So the Panorama for back to back. Yeah, Panorama is really good, guys. If you've never been on the Panorama, I think Panorama is in Cabo, and it's in Los Angeles. I think is where that ship is. But Panorama is a really nice ship. I know Port Vista, the Carnival Vista, is having so many problems with the propulsion situation, and it's just sad that that ship has been having problems galore. Insane how many problems that ship has been having, but hopefully, everybody can accommodate everybody. That I think they even cancel a cruise, and it's just been crazy. And I don't know how they're going to be able to fix it, but hopefully soon. I never heard any problems on the Horizon, so I always travel Horizon. I've never been on the Vista. I've always done Horizon. I still haven't gone to. I haven't seen the Panorama because I was in out of LA. So maybe one of these days I'll go that way because I do want to go to Cabo. That's part of one of my trips that I'm thinking of doing eventually down the road. So it's just a matter of time of when, because I have this big trip next year. So I'm trying to figure out what other trips, because we have our group cruise in April, then a group cruise in June, then another group cruise in August. So we have a lot of different ones that we have. I was on the Vista in 2019, so might have been more before all the issues. You got lucky. You got very lucky because that ship, if you look back on its information, that ship has had propulsion issues galore. Like I don't understand why I don't know if it's something that they've been having, like no different than you buying a car that comes like the lemon car or whatever it is. That's probably the lemon cruise. I only knew what month of 2025 my cousin is getting married in Costa Rica. She has not yet made any reservations there, so I have no idea what month or day. Oh my gosh, she better get it to it. She better get to it. I was gonna hop on the panorama with us. Will be for Christmas and New Year's. Okay. Yeah, she better get to it. And because when you do all of that, you need to get it ahead of time because if not, you're gonna be paying top dollar at the end. So she needs to kind of like get that situated like quickly. So yeah, it's just crazy. I kept telling her when she once was here on my oh my God. Yep, she has to get it together. Because the problem with that is the prices will go up, one. Two, the availability probably won't be there depending on how many rooms or whatever it is that she's doing. So, and then that will cause another problem, specifically if she wants to book on a specific hotel that she wants to do her wedding or whatever it is that she's doing. Availability is always the situation because it's not like you could book just one room. She's probably going to want to book multiple rooms to bring however many people they're going to be staying there. So hopefully, hopefully she'll get that situation rectified soon. I will mention it again in our family group text. Yeah, let her know because the problem with that is that even if she sees availability, they might not give her a really good group rate depending on what is exactly or how many rooms is that she's needing. So she doesn't want to end up in a situation where she has to maybe move her whole wedding someplace else and then restart from scratch. So that's kind of like a bummer if you think about it. Um, because right now I'm helping a friend of mine with her daughter's 15th birthday, and it's gonna be in Rome. And that's one of the things that we're working with to see if we can find a place where they can accommodate so many people. Let me see. Or some people at the place, some another. Yep, that's true. They can split people up if she's trying to do it. But like she said, like Josie said, if she's trying to keep everybody together, she needs to act like really quick because believe it or not, it's no different than a venue. It's no different than when you're shopping for a wedding venue or anything like that. You have to shop with it within a year to a year and a half in advance. Like when I got married, um, I did it within a year in advance, and the venue that I wanted was already gone for that day. So they gave me the next venue next to it, which was not one of my favorites, but that's where I ended up having to do my wedding at that point in time because the venue that I wanted right next to the garden area was already taken by somebody else. So, and it's been like what five? Martine and I have been married for almost 5 years. Oh my God! Wait, no, we're going on 5 years. Next year in February is gonna be 5 years. We've been married for four. So it's been an amazing adventure, if you can say. And this month, guys, if you guys remember, we're going to Utopia of the Seas. I will be doing a live stream. When I go to Utopia, I'll be doing a live stream from Utopia and possibly I'm going to be doing a couple of different things in Utopia because since I already been there, I already have the a ship tour and all of that is already on our on my page on my YouTube channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to capture other things that I missed out when I went the first time around. So I think that's going to be kind of cool to be able to bring it to you guys, like the pesky parrot and all the different places. The only thing that I'm not going to be bringing here is the train because I cannot see myself paying $283 for this train dinner thing. I could not see myself doing it. And even though that I wanted to do it and I had I actually have purchased it, I actually canceled it because I couldn't see myself for 90 minutes paying about almost $300 for a show and a dinner. And specifically when I've heard that some people like the food and some people did not like the food. So we'll see. But I know PK Adventure, if he's still here, I know PK is going to be going with his family, and he will be capturing that the train for you guys. And I can't wait to see, to see it on from his point of view, what's going to happen. Yeah, it's $283. It is crazy. It is, because they charge you 120 per person, then plus gratuities on top. So it comes out to $283. Well, which in that perspective, when I went on Utopia, there were $75 a person. So it went up by what, like 20, 30, about $45 more. So I'm like, nope, no, sir. I'm not gonna pay that. That's just crazy. So that's the only reason why I decided not to hold on, let me bring this down a little bit. I decided not to actually do the train because of that reason, because it was just crazy. Like I did Izumi for my husband and I, and we paid 137 for Izumi. So that's like even half. I could actually do another one if I wanted to, or actually spend the $283 between Izumi, Giovanni, and maybe Chops, and I get three restaurants for the price of one. And I already did. I did the tryouts, so it's in my vlogs. So it's not like if I'm missing anything. I just wanted to do it because I wanted Martine to experience it. Oh, thank you. This shirt, it says sunset, and it says sunset, and I got it when I went to Maho Beach. When I went to Maho Beach, I did. If you guys remember on my channel, there is a place where I did Maho Beach on a ATV. That's when I bought this shirt. Thank you, Donnell, and welcome in, my love. Thank you so much for being here and for your support. So yeah, guys, it's just crazy how, and I don't know why it looks so dark in here. I think it's the lighting. I'm gonna have to get another lighting in here. Um, I love Maho Beach. Don't get me started about talking about Maho Beach. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, if you guys never been to Maho Beach, that's a great place to take a vacation, maybe like a land vacation. Or if you're going by cruise, definitely do the Maho Beach. I did it in an ATV and I had such a great time. Specifically, if you go back to my Maho, oh my God, those that's was like the beginning of the channel. If you go back to the Maho Beach, I am in a ATV that is the color of like a lime green, which is like I call it the Tinker Mobile. And we had such a great time. I had a great time with my daughter Sophie. That, by the way, she's playing her volleyball game. So I'm hoping that she comes home and she says that she won. So far, she's won 3 games, so that's a good thing. So Sophie, if you're watching, I wish you the best. But yeah, guys, Maho Beach is awesome, and especially like seeing the planes come in, and you're at the beach. I don't know if Dano, have you ever been to Maho and actually gotten on the beach when when the plane is coming in or out? Let me know if you guys have actually done something like that. But yeah, I bought this shirt over there. I had one previously, but that one got old because it was so long ago. So this is like the newer one that I had, and I just love it. The back has the whole sunset beach with the plane coming through and people on the beach. It's really nice. I don't remember how much I paid for this one, but my daughter and I have the same shirt. So there you go. Donnell said that she has been there. ATVs are really fun. I enjoy it. This one was a really cool because we went through the different areas of St. Martin, and we went to Marigot. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Marigot. If you've never been there, I suggest you at least go visit Marigot one time. And from Marigot, we went to Maho. And for those of you that like casino, in Maho Beach, they actually have a casino there, which is really cool if you think about it. They have a really cool casino, but you're technically go there so that you can actually view the planes coming in and out and experience, that whole plane situation because the plane comes like almost on top of your head. Hello, Miss Alice Lugo. How are you, my love? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Um, but yeah, it's just so pretty to do. I one of these days I want to go back to St. Martin, but I think I want to go and actually do like a stay, like a vacation there, and do all sorts of different things that you can do. I remember, let me see. I remember the Death Trap three wheel ATV when I was a kid. Oh my God. I had a good time. We had a really good time. I tell you something, the difference when you go to these countries, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this. The guy, right? When we're driving these ATV, he's like, you can't drink alcohol, none of this stuff. He gives you like a whole little spiel, right? Tell me why. On the way back, he's because we had like three guides. So one guide, they were passing by this bar and we were stuck in traffic and I could hear the conversation because he's talking to the guy in front of me. He said, oh, when you come to St. Martin, you got to try this beer, blah, 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 right? So the guy's like, oh, so they sell it at that bar. He goes, oh yeah, they sell it at that. He goes, you want one? So the guy falls behind us, goes to the bar, grabs the beer. He didn't, it was not an open beer or anything like that. He grabs the beers, come back, gives it to the guy. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I thought we couldn't have any like drinks while we were doing all of this stuff, but it's the stuff that you can do on the island. You could do whatever, I guess, on the island. So that was one of the coolest things that I seen done on an island, that you're prohibited to doing, but you actually got to do anyway. So it's one of those crazy things. But in the other sense, like you have such a great time, in the island, and I just miss being on, like I miss being in Aruba. I love Aruba. I love Curacao, Saint Martin. Barbados is really good if you've never been to Barbados. Bermuda is a must. Bermuda is on the top of my list. If you've never been to Bermuda, I suggest you do it at least one time in your life. You're not going to regret it. It's so pretty. Even though that Bermuda, every so often, it's like the ships cannot dock because of this or that, because you have to keep in mind Bermuda is like right in the middle of nowhere. But if you go on at the right time of the year, trust me, you're gonna have a great time. We went on the Carnival Magic on 2019 is when we went to Bermuda, and we were there for 2 days, and I loved it. I just enjoyed, and it's expensive for that sense. Bermuda is expensive, but it's beautiful. Um, Josie says we went back in 2008. Definitely beautiful. Yes. And it's expensive because everything gets imported from the United States or from wherever into Bermuda. So it's very, very expensive. Even Alice saying Bermuda is beautiful. Eddie and I were there for June for 3 days. Look at that. See? It's crazy. It's crazy how you can drive the whole island in about 40 minutes. Yeah, because Bermuda is only 43 miles wide. It's like really little. I always tell everybody that goes to Bermuda, I don't even suggest to buying an excursion in Bermuda because you could rent a Twizy or a little car and you could just drive around anywhere you want. You're there for 2 or 3 days. So it doesn't, it's not like if the ship is going to leave you. So you're there and you could just go and roam Bermuda on your own. And it's very safe. It's super clean. People are really nice. So, you have nothing to worry about. If trust and believe, you have really nothing to worry about when it comes to Bermuda, to be honest with you guys. Let me see another place. I have visited so many different places on the Caribbean. Another one of my favorites, like I said, it was Barbados. It was really cool to see Barbados. Um, Grenada is at the bottom of my list. Saint Lucia is beautiful. If you've never been to St. Lucia, at least I would suggest you go there once. That's where they have the Pitons mountains over there, and they also do a. You could go to the volcano, and you could do a volcano ash whatever bathing on the we were talking about it the other day from Cartagena. That's where I did the St. Lucia mud bath. There you go, the mud bath. And it's just now I remember it's the smell of sulfur, guys. It's what was in that volcano area. So when you come in, that's where you have the smell of sulfur. For those of you guys that are coming in, if you can hit that like button, I would appreciate it. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please let everybody know in your family, friends, and everybody that we are here and that you're enjoying this kind of content. I will be going to Miami and Fort Lauderdale because a lot of people, when I did the live stream this weekend with my friend, they really enjoyed it. So keep in mind, just keep an eye out for that one, because I'm going to be putting in that live announcement like maybe a week before we go so that everybody can know ahead of time. See, the light is weird now. I have all this light on me, so that way you guys can know ahead of time that we're going to be going live. We're going to be doing Miami and then Fort Lauderdale. So we're going to do it a weekend, so one day each. We just got to figure out how many ships are going to be in each port so that we can bring you that content, and also a location so that we can actually prop the camera and we can see the parade of different ships. Hopefully it don't rain, guys. If you watch this Port Canaveral, everything was going fine and dandy, and then here comes Disney Fantasy, and it decided to pour. But it was only for a short moment. So that, but we had it. I got drenched, but it was all good. That was that was so much. I'm glad you were you were there. Tell me about it. We got drenched. Hey, Samara, how are you? I know, Mama, you are my Disney fan. Samara can tell you guys. She can tell you because she was there this past weekend. When was it? Saturday, when we went to Port Canaveral, and even due to the rain, pour, whatever it was, the camera was still running because I knew she wanted to watch that Disney Fantasy. And we had such a great time. And even it was so cool because the rain had stopped a little bit, and when the Disney Fantasy was coming in front of the camera, it started singing all of his Disney songs. So I know Samara was in her house, like all hands and everything was like, yay! Oh, don't worry about it, Donna. I know you were working, but if you want to check it out, you can check out the live stream. It has taken a lot of traction. I was very surprised. It's almost at 500 views. From in like the first day, it was like 200 and something views when I checked it up before I went to sleep. So it was a really cool live stream. And like I said, we're gonna be going to Miami and Fort Lauderdale, and we're gonna get to check out what ships are in town. So I want to go, guys. I want to go when Icon is there because I want to be able to bring you guys Icon of the Seas and however many other ships are there. But I also want to figure out what ships are in Fort Lauderdale because I want to also bring you guys like a parade of ships in Fort Lauderdale the very next day. So we're going to have two different live streams whenever we go. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the company of my friend Jeffy. He does have a Facebook. It's called Escapades with Jeffy. It's Jefte. So if you're wanting to check him out on Facebook, he has some stuff. He's still new to everything. I'm not sure if eventually he's going to be doing a YouTube channel, but you never know, right? I was just happy to bring him along because he travels a lot in cruises and he knows a lot. About, he's a Royal fan. I will tell you that he's a loyal to Royal. It is his first cruise on the Carnival Mardi Gras. His second cruise because he went on the Destiny Carnival Destiny like 20 years ago, guys. 20 years ago. Could you imagine 20 years ago in Carnival? So now he's trying the Mardi Gras, and he's leaving this Sunday. So he actually got to see his ship for the first time. So it was really, really cool. Miami Port has a YouTube channel and cameras angle. Yes, they do. All I think all of the ports do have that app. There's a Wizard of Oz museum in Port. There is. You know what, Muncie? Let me tell you something. I'm glad that you brought up this Wizard of Oz thing. Thank you so much for bringing it up. So we leave the port, right, guys? We leave the port because it was raining. And we're driving and we see this Wizard of Oz museum that looks like I don't know what, but it was closed. And I'm like, really? Like we come on a Saturday and you guys are gonna be closed. But I don't know, maybe one of these days I'm gonna go check it out because it looks very interesting to say the least. So we'll see. I have no idea where that camera is in Miami. Well, if you look at the angle the camera is at, and if you're ever in the port of Miami, it's somewhere by where the Fish Lips restaurant is somewhere in that vicinity is where that camera is. Because if I'm not mistaken, and Donnell is here, and I don't know if Jen is here, but they can tell you one day I was in I think it was the Mardi Gras that I was leaving and Donnell was saying, "Hey, we're watching you on the camera." So I think that camera is somewhere by Fish Lips in that vicinity. I don't know, I'm not for sure, but I believe that's where it is. You're gonna go try and look for it and get down there, right? We're gonna go on the hunt down for this camera. Across the Wave cruise, we can check it out. Yeah, definitely. We're gonna check it out. That's gonna be our cruise on the Mardi Gras. So, and it's gonna be on Across the Wave. So we're definitely gonna be checking that out with Keith. Tomorrow is our Across the Wave show. So it's at 8 p.m. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come back tomorrow at 8 p.m. and Keith and I will be here, bringing you a brand new port of call. And I cannot wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm learning about this new protocol tomorrow with Keith. So even though, I've been researching, trust me, I've been researching about that port because some of these ports are hard to find information on. Oh, see, CM, it is by Fish Lips. Because the thing is that you can see where the camera angle is always at. The one in Miami, I don't know about the one in Miami because that one in Miami doesn't even look like if it's inside the port. It looks like if it's probably angled, from one of those big buildings angled all the way through. So I don't know. We should do a vlog hunting down the port cameras. With M, I'm told. That'll be a lot of fun, M, to do something like that with you. Um, but yeah, so we had a really good time. So if you guys want to check out that live stream, you guys are gonna get to see the Carnival Freedom, the Mardi Gras, and Disney Fantasy, which was a little weird because when I looked at the schedule, it had the Mardi Gras leaving at 5 and the Fantasy at 4:30, but for some reason they reversed. So I don't know if something happened on it. Exactly. We will vlog it and we will vlog it. We will look for them and we will vlog it. Could you imagine we look for them and then we get right in front of the camera? Yeah. Miami is on. Oh, look, see, Donnell knows about all these cameras. Donnell might be our FBI agent. Miami is on the Intercontinental, and you know what? Let me tell you guys something because Donnell is here. Donnell invited me one time to St. Augustine, to go have lunch with her, and we had a fantastic time with Jen, right? And she took us to this martini bar, which is really, really cool. And she says, "Hey, Jackie, there's a camera right there, and you can see like the whole Key West side, not Key West, San Agustin side." And ever since then, every so often, I find myself going back to see, oh, let me see what's going on in that area. And it reminds me, it goes back to remind me of that day that I was with my husband Martine and Jen and Donnell. We were having some martinis, even though I don't drink, but they had a drink and we had a really good time with Donnell. So every so often I find myself checking out that camera as well to see, hey, what's going on over there. You never know what you can see. But I think that would be hysterical, if we can find those cameras and go in front of them like, hello, traveling with Tinkerbell was here. So maybe we could do that. Now you got me thinking. Maybe we could do something crazy like that and put it on the channel. People will like something like that. It's something different. And that's one of the cool things that I tried this weekend. I said, let me see if everybody would like something out of Port Canaveral. And it has done very well. That live stream has done super well. So yep, we're gonna be doing more live streaming from I love my webcams. Daniela's probably at work. She's working and she's like, let me check out what's going on in the world. The camera in front of Sloppy Joe's in Key West is pretty interesting. Ooh, there's another one there. Hmm. I might have to check out that camera in Key West because you know what? Muncie, I'm going to be going to Key West next month with the Boost Cruise 2.0. So we're going to be going over there next month. So that's going to be interesting. Um, while watching your show, I found a website on Cabo Rojo Port, and they have off road buggy adventures. Yeah, they do. They have all sorts of stuff. Ah, look at Donnell. I love the sloppy Joe. Who knows what you see there at night, guys? Who knows what you see there at night? Oh, have to check out Sloppy Joe's. There you go, Em. An extra camera for your information. I know, look, I know that when I went to Key West, I did a live stream, and maybe Donnell remembers. I don't remember the name of the pub or wherever that thing was. I just know that Donnell says if you go in there, don't go to the third floor, I think it was. Donnell, you probably know the name of this place because I don't remember at the top of my head. And I'm like, nope, I'm not going there. And somebody on the live stream, they actually said that they have been up there. So just keep in mind that Key West has some cool places to go. A lot of drunks on strange people on the live cam. Probably. Oh my God. Muncie, how do you know this? How do you know this? Have you been there? Oh my God. Everybody knows about that place. I didn't even know. I just passed by it. I've never been in there, but I know Donnell mentioned it. She says, the Golden Eden is the Garden of Eden is on the look here, guys. By the name on its own, we'll say it. You will not catch me up there. We passed by it, and a lot of people were saying, I know some people said that they have been there. Donnell is like, yes, the third floor. Look who comes from the lurking in. Uh, Cruise nuts must be like, what? Cruise nuts. I think you're going with us, and put it on the comments, please. You are going with us on the 2.0 cruise next month, right? I know it's weird. I've been to Key West 3 times filming Kmart there and along the way. But that's not Kmart, Muncie. That's a whole different side of Key West. Because if you're going cruise nuts, my question to you is, are you going to the bull? Are you going to be going over there? That is the question. So, yes, okay, so you're going so you are going, oh, it's going to be very naughty. Interesting. Interesting. I can't believe the 2.0 is here. It's almost there, yeah. It's almost there. Um, they do body painting on St. Pat. Oh, see, they got all sorts of different stuff. Vlog your trip. No, I'm not vlogging. Maybe Cruise Nuts is gonna vlog it, but I'm not vlogging it. I say maybe, but Tracy says no. See, that's what I'm talking about. I will stay with Tracy. Tracy, you and I will stay together, and Cruise Nuts or whoever it is can go over there because you ain't catching me on that situation. Oh my God, it's already 8 o'clock. So, guys, the conversation is great, but I gotta go get my daughter. So thank you so much for being here today. We will check to see if maybe we're gonna go to the Bull next month and the Woods Cruise 2.0. We'll see. But thank you so much for being here today. I love you guys all to the moon and back. Please stay safe, and I will see you guys tomorrow in Across the Wave. Love you guys and toodle. Look, Muncie 3 vlog. Love you guys. Thank you. You guys have a great one. Please be safe. God bless to everybody. Thank you so much. Bye. Love you.